Hello everyone and welcome to my channel Simply BI. My name is Harshit and today we are going to learn about column functionalities in query editor. Now, let's say you have a table over here and here you want to add a custom column. Okay. So now you can create a new column in the query editor or you can do it using the DAX functions as well. So let's see how we can add a new column in query editor. Okay. So here in that ribbon, you can see there is an option called add column over here. So just click on this and here is an option for a custom column. Okay. So let's take a scenario over here. So in order details table over here, we want to add a column, let's say total revenue, okay, which will be nothing but which will be this unit price multiplied with the quantity. Okay. So how can we do this? So what we're going to do, we're just going to click on this custom column. Okay. And we are just going to name this column over here. Okay. So let's name this as total revenue. Okay. Now here it will ask you to enter a formula over here, custom formula. So on the right side, you can see the available column. So what I wanted was I wanted the custom column total revenue as the unit price multiplied with the quantity. So just double click on this unit price, enter space, enter a multiplication sign, and here you can enter the quantity column over here. And this will give you, you can see there's a click over here. So no syntax error we have made and just click on OK. Great. So now we have the total revenue column over here. So this is the custom column we have created in Power Query Editor. Now, if you see the data type of this column, you can see this is ABC and 123. That means this is an alphanumeric column. Data type is alphanumeric. Now, uh, you have to be very careful about the data type of the column. Okay. By default, you can say this is the alphanumeric one. But on this alphanumeric call data type, or we can say in this alphanumeric column, you will not be able to perform any mathematical operations. So how can we change the data type? So just right click on this and here there's a change type option and click on decimal number. Okay. Now let's say you have created a custom column and you don't know what data type it should have. Okay. So you're not sure about a data type, like which data type to choose. So how you can do that as well? So there's a built-in functionality in Power BI, okay, which helps you detect the data type. So how can you do this? Let's first remove this step. Okay. Now click on the column. Okay. Then here, go to the transform tab over here, and there is an option called detect data type. Just click on this. So now here you can see that column has been converted to a decimal data type over here. And how can you know that? You can see over here, it is 1.2. Great. Now, also one more thing, you can see that this custom column, you can see the M query over here. So this is the M query, which is automatically created in the query editor window. Now, if you create this same column using the tags, you will not be able to see this column once you load in the query editor. Okay. This is the limitation with DAX. Great. So this was about how you can add a custom column in the query editor. Now, let us understand, let us learn something about the conditional columns as well. Let's say that you want to create a conditional column based on any condition. Okay. So let's say we are in this customers table over here and let's scroll down here. Let's scroll here. Okay. And now we have a facts column over here. So what I want is, let's say you can see in this facts column, there are some null values and there are some values where the facts number is mentioned. So I want to create a conditional column in which if there is a value in the facts column, it should say yes. Or if there is no value, it is null, then it should say a no. Okay. So how do we create this custom column over here? So what we are going to do, we just click on this column, that is facts column. go to this add column over here, and here you will see an option for conditional column. So just click on this. Now, this conditional column will open up. When you click on this, this will open up a window. Just enter the new column name. So let's say I will rename this as facts available. Now, if column name, that is facts, here equals to operator we can use. You can see some of the basic operators over here. So we are just going to choose equals. Now value null. Let's say if facts equals null, okay, then we want as no. Okay, else over here at the bottom you can see else it will be yes. Okay, now click on OK. Great. So now we have the now we have the conditional column with us. Okay, and here let's say we want to detect the data type, so just click on detect data type in the transform tab, and you have the data type over here. Okay, great. Now another thing, let's understand the another concept, that is column from example. Okay, so let me go to this order details table. Okay, and here there is a unit price column over here. Okay, so here in this unit price column, there are some values, or there are some numbers over here, right? Some values over here. Now what I want is, I want the square, I want a column which gives the square or the cube of this. So how can we do this, right? So what we are gonna do, we just right click on, we just select the column. Okay, now go to this add column, and there is an option called column from examples. Just click on this, and this will give you another column. Now just double click on this first cell, and you can see there are many of the uh, functions available which you can put over here. So what we want is, we want the square of this. So there are many of the functionalities available. So you can just select any of the thing. Now we want the square. So we just click on the square. Okay. And then click on enter. And it will populate all the values, and then click on OK. Great. So now we have the square of this unit quantity over here. Okay. Sorry. Square of this quantity column over here. Great. So now this was about the column example. Okay. So let's see one more thing. Okay. Like I want to add an index also. Let's say for sorting purpose when I'm doing this. So how can I add a index? So let's say in order details table only. Okay. What I'm going to do, I'm going to select any column. Okay. And then in the add column section only, I'm going to just click on index column. So either you can create an index from 0, from 1, or you can do a custom also. So let's create on custom. Starting index, I want, let's say 15, or and increment I want with 1. Click on OK. And I'll move this to the beginning. Great. So you can see that we have created an index column as well. Okay. And it is starting from 15 and going up till where the data is. So you can do this. Okay. And from 0 also, from 1 also. Now, I hope this is clear to everyone. Okay. The next thing which we are going to understand is like, let's say I have a currency table. Okay. And there are some values in the currency table which I don't want to change for the entire 1 year, let's say. Okay. So what I want to do is, when I do a data refresh, okay, so what happens is it refreshes all the tables. Okay. And I don't want the currency table to be refreshed. So how can I do that? Let's say in this regions table, okay, I don't want the region to change. I don't want a region to refresh. So if I don't want it to get refreshed when the data refresh is done, so what I'm going to do, just right click on this and just untick this include in report refresh. untick on this. So now, whenever I perform the data refresh, okay, schedule data refresh or manually data refresh, the data for this region column will not be refreshed. Okay. So I hope this functionality is clear to everyone. Now, one more thing. So here you can see that I have 14 tables over here, and I don't want all of the 14 tables when I'm performing the data visualization or I'm making the reports. Okay, I need only 5 tables. So what I can do is, how if I click on this close and apply, this will load all the 14 tables into the Power BI desktop. But I don't want to do that. I want only 5 tables. So, but I want to also perform the data transformation in those particular tables, in all the 14 tables. So how can I prevent loading all of the 14 tables into the Power BI desktop? So let's say I don't want to load this products table into the Power BI desktop. So how can I avoid this? Right click on this, and there's an enable load option over here. Okay, just untick this. Now, once you untick this, and if you click on close and apply, all other 13 columns will be loaded into the Power Query. It will be loaded into the Power BI desktop, but this products column will not be loaded into the Power BI desktop. Now, why do we do this? So this is because when we load the data into the Power BI desktop, it takes time. So to reduce the time complexity, we can uncheck, or we can choose not to load that data into the query into the Power BI desktop while we are doing the data visualization part. I hope that these concepts are clear to everyone. If you have any questions, you can directly post your doubts in the comment section, and I will be happy to help. So that's it for this video. Like and subscribe for more.